Welcome to Storm Redbird Stadium in Chanhassen, Minnesota. Matt Sammons along with Ryan Sammons. And we have a good night of baseball ahead for you. Tonight, the Chanhassen Redbirds take on the Chaska Cubs in a third-round playoff game of the River Valley League East. Border battle number 2, if you will. These two teams played 9 days ago. Chanhassen 9-0 winners in that game. And they'll match up here again tonight. Both teams 2-0 so far in the River Valley League East playoffs. So it should be a great game. We've got John Straka on the mound for Chanhassen and Pete Onsorg on the mound for Chaska. I would expect a heck of a pitcher's duel tonight. We'll get the ball game underway shortly. It's a beautiful night for baseball here in Chanhassen. We'll come back in just a few moments with your national anthem and our starting lineups.
Our national anthem. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen.
And a pleasant good evening again, everybody. Welcome back to Storm Redbird Stadium here in Chanhassen, Minnesota. River Valley League East playoffs, round 3 tonight. Chanhassen versus the Chaska Cubs. Let's take a look at your starting lineups. First for Chaska, leading off and playing center field, number 4, Mike Eldifson. Batting second, number 7, the designated hitter, Justin Johnson. Tyler Polster is the first baseman. He'll bat third. Number 9, Steve Eldifson, the cleanup hitter and playing third base. Out in right field, number 22, J.T. Kanakis bats fifth. Riley Swinson will do the catching, number 23, and bats sixth. Number 8, Mac Bourne, batting seventh, playing left field. Number 33, Casey Garvin, the second baseman, he will bat eighth. And batting ninth, the shortstop, number 2, Griff Wirtz. Again, that's Eldifson, Johnson, Polster, Eldifson, Kanakis, Swinson, Bourne, Garvin, and Wirtz for the Chaska Cubs batting order tonight. And we take a look at Chanhassen defensively tonight. In left field, Aaron Paff. Nick Smith is the center fielder. Jackson Goplin out in right. Over at third base, Michael Gergella. Shortstop is Brandon Arnold. Aaron Klepner is the second baseman. Andrew Melke at first. Catching behind the plate, Ben Lavorsi. And on the mound for Chanhassen tonight, is the big righty John Straka. So there's your defensive alignment for Chanhassen. A couple warm-up pitches from first pitch getting underway here. As we mentioned, John Straka on the mound tonight for Chanhassen. He's put together a heck of a campaign here in 2020. This will be his sixth start of the season. 3-0 record so far, sporting a 0.64 earned run average. Straka has struck out 20 batters and walked 1 on the season here in 2020. Final warm-up pitch there, and we are ready to play baseball here in Chanhassen as leadoff hitter Mike Eldefson steps up to the plate for the Cubs. Straka on the mound getting his first sign. And we are underway. Strike on the outside corner, 0-1. No balls and a strike to Eldefson. Here comes Straka, 0-1 pitch. Down low, 1 ball, 1 strike now. Winner of this game will play next Thursday night. And the loser will play Tuesday night. Here's the 1-1. Strike in there, called strike, 1 ball, 2 strikes now. 81 degrees at game time. Humid night. Good wind though. Swung on and missed. And Eldefson goes down on strikes for the first out of the inning here. That'll bring up Justin Johnson for the Cubs. Batting in the 2 spot. He's the DH for Chaska tonight. Straka off to a good start, getting a strikeout on his first batter. And the first pitch to Johnson, called strike, 0-1. Oh, 1 pitch is low, 1 ball, 1 strike now to Johnson. Little breeze blowing from right to left. Here's the 1-1 pitch, hit on the ground, first base side, fielded by Melky. He'll handle it himself, and 2 up, 2 down here in the top of the first inning. Straka gets Johnson to ground out to first base, 2 down, and the batter will be Tyler Polster. Polster steps in there. Straka ready. And the pitch. In there, called strike, 0-1. That pitch is fouled back, and the count goes to 0-2 now. Good crowd on hand here tonight, still filing in.
Remember, kids, any foul balls that leave the field, you can retrieve them, take them to the concession stand for $1.
No balls, 2 strikes on Polster. Here's Straka. He's ready and fires. Low and inside. 1 ball, 2 strikes now. And the 1-2. Swung on, fouled out of play down the left field line. These two teams, both 2-0 as we said in the playoffs. Chanhassen got here by defeating Excelsior. And then Burnsville, Chaska defeated Egan and Prior Lake. 1-2 pitch, low, 2 balls, 2 strikes now. Nobody on, 2 outs. Here comes Straka. On the ground, second base. Klopner fields it, throws over to first, and the Cubs go down 1-2-3 here in the first. No runs, no hits, no men left. 1 half complete. Chaska nothing. Chanhassen coming to bat. Welcome back. Scoreless as we head to the bottom of the first in this River Valley League East playoff matchup. Let's take a look at the starting lineup, batting order for your Chanhassen Redbirds. Leading off and playing center field is Nick Smith. Brandon Arnold will bat second and play short. Michael Giurgella, the third baseman, he'll bat third. Ben Lavorsi in the cleanup spot. He's behind the plate tonight. Batting fifth, the right fielder Jackson Goplin. Second baseman Aaron Kleppner is in the sixth spot. Batting seventh and playing first base, Andrew Melke. Ryan Deers will bat eighth and do the DHing. And batting ninth is the left fielder Aaron Paff. Again, that's Smith, Arnold, Giurgella, Lavorsi, Goplin, Kleppner, Melke, Deers, and Paff for the Redbirds. And Chaska defensively tonight, out in left field, it's Mac Bourne. Mike Eldefson is in center field. The right fielder, J.T. Kanakis. Steve Eldefson, the third baseman. Over at shortstop, Griff Wirtz. Casey Garvin's the second base. Tyler Polster at first. Behind the plate for Chaska is Riley Swinson. And on the mound tonight for the Cubs, Pete Onsorg. So your defensive alignment for Chaska. And the Redbirds ready to bat here in the first. And Nick Smith will lead things off for Chanhassen. First pitch from Onsorg outside, 1-0. Pitch, catches the outside corner. 1 ball, 1 strike now. Smith hitting .405 on the season. That one's outside, 2 balls and a strike now. 4 homers, 16 RBIs. Leads the Redbirds in RBIs. Here's the 2-1 pitch, that one on the ground, second base. Fielded by Casey Garvin, throw over to first. And Smith is retired. 1 out here in the first. That'll bring up Brandon Arnold. Arnold batting with 1 out, nobody on. .231 hitter in 2020. Onsorg ready, and his first pitch to Arnold in there for a called strike, 0-1. This one hit into left field, fair ball down the left field line. And Arnold turning around first, and he'll hold up there with a single. So a 1-out single for Brandon Arnold. And the first base runner of the night for either team. A 1-out single to left for Arnold. That'll bring up Michael Giurgella. He bats with 1 on and 1 out here in the first. Arnold leading from first, and Onsorg delivers. Little check swing foul down the first base side. Arnold heads back to first. Giurgella, a .340 hitter this year. Arnold, the runner at first, and the pitch swung on, popped up, shallow center field. The shortstop heading out for it, and making the catch out there is Griff Wirtz for the second out here in the first. So 2 outs and a runner aboard at first base. And Ben Lavorsi comes in. Lefty against righty here. .279 average, couple of home runs, 8 RBIs for Lavorsi this year. Throw over to first base, and Arnold back in time. Throw over to first. Arnold gets back just in time again. Short lead at first by Arnold. First pitch to Lavorsi, outside, a ball, 1-0. A ball and no strikes to Lavorsi. 1 on, 2 outs. Here's the pitch from Onsorg. That's outside, 2-0. Two-0 pitch. Called strike. 2 balls and a strike now. Two one swung on and missed by Lavorsi, and the count runs even at 2-2. A couple of other River Valley League East playoff games going on tonight. We'll update you as we can. That 2-2 pitch misses. 3 balls and 2 strikes now. So with 2 outs here in the first and a runner aboard at first, he'll be off with the pitch here on the payoff pitch. 3-2 count. Swung on, fouled back, and we'll do it again.
That's $1. Stop by the weenie wagon. Pick up something on your way to get that ball.
Great night for baseball. If you're in the area, come on down. Storm Redbird Stadium here on the campus of Chanhassen High School. 3 balls, 2 strikes to Lavorsi, 2 outs. Here's the pitch. Swung on the ground to short. Fielding, throw over to first, and Lavorsi is retired. So nothing across for the Redbirds in the first. They get a hit. 1 man left, 1 complete from Storm Redbird Stadium, and we're scoreless. Top of inning number 2 here, and leading things off for the Cubs, Steve Eldefson. John Straka starts his second inning of work on the mound. And the first pitch in there for a called strike, 0-1. Straka ready quickly and delivers. Fly ball center field. Nick Smith drifting over and makes the catch. So one out here in the top of the second. Mentioned other playoff action tonight in the losers bracket. Prior Lake is playing at Shakopee and Burnsville playing at Victoria. Here's JT Kanakis now. First pitch to him on the ground. Foul just to the right of first base. And the count 0-1. Winners of those two games just mentioned will play each other Sunday. And the losers will be done. 0-1 pitch. Inside 1-1. Here's the 1-1 pitch, swung on and missed. 1 ball, 2 strikes now to JT Kanakis. Straka ready and delivers on the ground. Second base side, Klepner fields, and the throw to first, and Kanakis down on the ground out to second base. 2 down here in the top of the second inning.
Now at the plate for Chaska, the catcher, number 23.
Here's Riley Swenson for the Cubs. He bats with 2 outs and nobody on here in the second inning. Takes a second before he steps into the batter's box there. And Straka ready and fires. Little looper. Back to make the catch is the second baseman, Aaron Klepner. And quick work of the Cubs here in the top of the second. They go down 1-2-3. No runs, no hits, no one left. We head to the bottom of 2. Chanhassen and Chaska scoreless. Welcome back to Storm Redbird Stadium. Head to the bottom of the second, and leading things off for Chanhassen is the right fielder Jackson Goplin. It'll be Goplin, Klepner, and Melke due up here in the bottom of the second. First pitch fouled off. Third base side 0-1. Goplin batting .440 on the season. 0-1 pitch to him. Called strike 0-2. Onsorg ready, and the 0-2 pitch. Swung on and missed, and Goplin goes down on strikes for the first out here in the bottom of the second. Aaron Klepner, the batter for Chanhassen.
Number 6, Aaron Klepner.
Nobody on, one out. Here's Onsorg, swung on and missed. 0-1 to Klepner. And the 0-1 pitch. That one low, 1 ball, 1 strike now. Klepner batting an even .300 this season. This one popped up on the infield. Garvin makes the catch, and 2 down quickly here in the second inning. So Goplin strikes out. Klepner pops out to second, and that'll bring up Andrew Melke. Melke playing first base tonight for Chanhassen. First pitch to him. Fouled third base side. Right into the Redbirds dugout, and it's 0-1. Pitch. This one down the left field line, just foul. And the count moves to 0-2. Melke, .217 on the year. Here's the 0-2 pitch to him. Misses a little bit outside. 1 ball and 2 strikes. One-two pitch. Inside a ball, 2 balls and 2 strikes now. That's fouled off, and the count will remain 2-2. Two balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Pitch. This one on the ground is short. Fielded out there. Wirtz, throw over to first, bobbled at first by Polster, and Melke reaches on the 2-out air here in the bottom of the second inning. Fielded cleanly by Wirtz. Made the long throw over to first and bobbled over there. So Melke aboard with 2 outs, and the batter will be Ryan Deers.
Number 15 is Ryan Deers.
Deers batting as the DH tonight. Melke, the runner at first. First pitch to Deers. In there for a strike, 0-1. That one swung on and missed, and quickly no balls, 2 strikes to Ryan Deers. Runner at first and 2 outs here in the bottom of the second. Here's the 0-2. Swung on and missed, and Deers goes down on strike. So no runs, no hits, 1 error, 1 man left. 2 complete. Scoreless ballgame. Welcome back. We head to the top of the third inning. And Mac Bourne will lead things off for Chaska. Bottom third of the batting order for the Cubs. No score. First pitch to him, in there for a strike, 0-1. Straka working quickly, and Bourne laces that one opposite field, base hit. And the Cubs have their first base runner of the night on a single by Mac Bourne. Stayed back on it and just laced it into right field over the head of the second baseman, Aaron Klepner. And the batter now will be Casey Garvin. He bats with a runner aboard here at first and nobody out, top of the third inning. Straka ready and fires. Low for a ball, 1-0. Bourne, the runner at first. 1-0 count to Casey Garvin. That one popped up center field. Drifting over Nick Smith. He calls for it and makes the catch. And Bourne retreats back to first base. So one out now in the third as Garvin flies out to center. And that'll bring up Griff Wirtz for Chaska. Wirtz, the shortstop for the Cubs, batting in the 9 spot. One out with a runner on at first. Here's Straka. First pitch to Wirtz on the ground. Gergella over to second for one. The throw to first. Double play. And the Cubs are retired here in the third. No runs. They do get a hit. No errors, no one left. We head to the bottom of the third. Chanhassen and Chaska scoreless. Aaron Paff will lead things off for Chanhassen here in the third. First pitch to him. On the ground to short. Fielded. Wirtz. And Paff is in there on the diving slide into first base. And back to the top of the order now for Chanhassen. Nick Smith. He bats with a runner aboard at first and nobody out. Paff, the runner at first. Ownsorg ready. This one on the ground to second. Bobbled there and couldn't get rid of it, so had a double play opportunity there. and they don't get an out. So runners at first and second now for Chanhassen with nobody out. On the air at shortstop, or second base rather. So Paff, the runner at second now. Nick Smith, the runner over at first. And the batter will be Brandon Arnold. Arnold singled in his first at bat in the first inning. Two on and nobody out. Redbirds trying to get something going here in the third. First pitch, bunt attempt, bunted foul, and the count is 0-1. No balls, one strike. Here's the pitch. That one swung on and fouled third base side. And Arnold behind in the count, 0-2 now. Paff, the lead out at second. Smith over at first. Pitch called strike on the inside corner. And Arnold goes down looking. And there's one out here in the bottom of the third inning. So with two aboard and one out, the batter is Michael Gergella. And the first pitch to Gergella inside, a ball, 1-0. Gergella popped out to short in his first at bat. He bats here with two on and one out. 1-0 pitch to him. That one's inside as well. 2 balls and no strikes. Runners get their lead at first and second, and the 2-0 pitch on the ground to short. Over to second for one, throw to first, and a double play. So the Redbirds try to get something going, and the Cubs get out of a jam here in the third inning. We've completed 3 from Storm Redbird Stadium. It's Chaska and Chanhassen 0-0. Welcome back. We head to the top of the fourth inning in a scoreless game And the Cubs back at the top of their order here. Mike Edlifson leading things off in the fourth. First pitch to him from Straka is swung on and missed. No balls and a strike. Oh, 1 pitch swung on and missed, and quickly 0-2. Cubs with no runs on 1 hit so far. And Chanhassen no runs on 1 hit through 3. 0-2 pitch, back to the mound. Straka fields it, throws to Malky at first, and Eldifson is retired on the comebacker to the mound. 1 out here in the 4th inning. That'll bring up Justin Johnson. Johnson grounded out to first his first time up. First pitch to him. Popped up. Lavorsi makes the catch behind the plate. And on 1 pitch, Justin Johnson retired on the pop out to catcher. So 2 up, 2 down quickly here in the 4th. And the batter will be Tyler Polster now. Polster batting, nobody aboard with 2 outs. Here's the pitch, in there for a called strike, 0-1. Here comes the 0-1 from Straka. That's swung on, fouled down the third baseline. No balls, 2 strikes now. Here comes the 0-2 to Polster. That is up the middle, a base hit. And a 2-out single. Nice effort over there by Aaron Klepner at second base. He did get to it deep in the hole, but not in time to get Polster at first. So a 2-out single by Polster. And the batter now, Steve Eldifson. He's 0 for 1 tonight. Flew out to center his first time up. Bats with a runner aboard and 2 outs. First pitch to him on the ground, knocked down by Jurgella. Long throw, and got him. Nice play by Jurgella at third to keep that ball in front of him. And the Cubs go down here in the top of the 4th. No runs, 1 hit, 1 man left. We head to the bottom of the 4th. Scoreless ball game. Welcome back to Storm Redbird Stadium. Scoreless game. We head to the bottom of the 4th. Middle third of the lineup due up for the Redbirds. Lavorsi, Goplin, and Klepner. And the first pitch to Lavorsi hit on the ground, bobbled by Polster there, and Lavorsi will reach on an error by Polster at first. So Chanhassen with their leadoff runner aboard here in the 4th inning. That's the 4th Cubs error of the night.
Right fielder Jackson Gottlieb.
Chanhassen yet to capitalize on it, though. Here's Jackson Goplin now for the Redbirds. And the pitch from Onsorg. Swung on and fouled off, out of play. No balls and a strike on Goplin. Through the first 3 innings, Chanhassen has left 3 men on base. Here's the 0-1 pitch. That one up the middle off of Onsorg's glove, and they won't have a play. So for the 2nd inning in a row, the Redbirds have their first 2 batters aboard with nobody out. Hard hit ball back to the mound off Onsorg's forearm, and by the time Wirtz got to it, didn't have a play. So nobody out, 2 on, and Aaron Klepner the batter. First pitch bunted down the third base side foul. 0-1 on Klepner. Klepner popped out to second, his first time up. Two on, nobody out. 0-1 pitch is fouled off. Third base side, and the count 0-2 now. Lavorsi, the runner at second, and Goplin, the runner at first. And the 0-2 pitch. That one misses a little bit low. 1 ball, 2 strikes now. One-two pitch popped up right side. Calling for it and making the catch is Casey Garvin, and 1 out here in the 4th. Klepner would have liked to move those runners over there. Tried to bunt a couple times.
Now batting for Chanhassen, first baseman.
And ends up popping out to second base for the 2nd time tonight. Here comes Andrew Malky now. First pitch to him, low and outside, 1-0. Malky reached on an error back in the 2nd inning, or 3rd inning rather. He bats with 2 on and 1 out here in the 4th. And the 1-0 pitch. Swung on. This one popped up on the infield as well. Onsorg can't catch it. So the runner's holding, and he ends up throwing over to second base to take Jackson Goplin out of the equation. Conversation here by the umpires. Malky popped it up on the infield. Onsorg called for it, dropped it, and with the runners holding at first and second, threw over to second base to get Goplin there. See what the outcome is here in a moment. So we'll end up with runners at first and third and 2 outs There was some question as to whether that umpire called the infield fly rule. First and third, 2 outs. Ryan Deers, the batter, he swings and misses at the first pitch. No balls and a strike. Deers struck out in the second inning. He bats here with runners at the corners and 2 outs. 0-1 pitch, driven down the right field line, hooking foul, and a long strike. No balls, 2 strikes now on Ryan Deers. Got out in front of that one just a little bit too much, but had plenty of distance. Lavorsi, the runner over at third, Malky, the runner at first, and 2 outs. No balls, 2 strikes to Ryan Deers. That pitch swung on and fouled off. And the count remains 0-2. Oh-2 pitch, hit on the ground second. Fields throw over to first. And the Redbirds are retired here in the fourth. No runs, 1 hit, 1 error, 2 men left on base, 4 complete. Were scoreless. Welcome back. John Straka out to start his 5th inning on the mound. And JT Kanakis will lead things off for the Cubs here in the 5th. It'll be Kanakis, Swinson, and Bourne. First pitch to him down the right field line. And a fair ball into the right field corner. Giving chase out there. Jackson Goplin throw into second. And JT Kanakis leads things off for the Cubs with a leadoff double here in the 5th. That ball dropped fair by about 6 inches down the right field line. And the batter will be Riley Swinson now. He bats with a runner aboard at second, nobody out here in the 5th. First pitch, base hit, left field. Kanakis will advance to third on the Riley Swinson single. And quickly, the Cubs have runners at the corners with nobody out here in the 5th. Couple of pitches, couple of base hits. Mac Bourne, the batter now for Chaska. Nobody out and runners at the corners. And Bourne calls time and steps out. And here's the pitch. Swung on, fouled back. No balls and a strike to Mac Bourne. Kanakis, the runner at third. Riley Swinson, the runner at first. Mac Bourne, the batter. And the 0-1 pitch on the way. Swung on, fouled back again. No balls, 2 strikes to Mac Bourne. Straka trying to work out of a jam here in the 5th with runners at the corners and nobody out. Bourne singled his first time up. He's 1 for 1 tonight. Here's the 0-2 pitch to him. Misses outside, a ball and 2 strikes. And the 1-2. That one's fouled straight back. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Nobody out. Cubs started the inning with a leadoff double by J.T. Kanakis. Riley Swinson came up and singled, so runners at the corners here, nobody out. Another foul back. And the count remains 1-2 on Mac Bourne. One-two pitch into right field, falls for a base hit, and coming in to score is J.T. Kanakis, and the Cubs jump out to a 1-0 lead here in the 5th. Double, single, single, and it's 1-0 Chaska. That was Bourne's second hit of the night. And the batter will be Casey Garvin now. He'll bat with runners at first and second and nobody out. 1 run in for the Cubs here in the 5th. First pitch, bunted third base side. And Jurgella and Straka, a little miscommunication there, and everybody's safe. So the base is loaded now. Bunt single by Casey Garvin.
Next up, shortstop, Griff Wirtz.
And the batter will be Griff Wirtz. Batting here with the bases loaded and nobody out in the top of the 5th. First pitch to Wirtz. In there, called strike, 0-1. Wirtz grounded into a 5-4-3 double play. Back in the 3rd. 0-1 pitch. Swung on. Second base. Throw home. And safe at home as Lavorsi, that ball was in the dirt in front of him and he had to come off home plate. So everybody's safe. And it's 2-0 Chaska. That'll bring up Mike Eldefson now, back to the top of the Cubs order. He bats with the bases loaded, nobody out, 2-0 Cubs. First pitch swung on and missed. Oh, 1 pitch. Swung on and missed. 0-2 now. Bourne the runner at third. Garvin the runner at second. Wirtz the runner at first. Eldefson at the plate. And the 0-2 from Straka. Swung on and missed. Strike 3. And that's the first out of the inning. Straka gets the much needed strikeout there. And the batter will be Justin Johnson now. 1 out, bases loaded, top of the 5th. Straka ready and delivers. Fouled off, third base side, and out of play, 0-1. No balls and a strike to Justin Johnson. And the pitch on the ground to second, over to short for 1, the throw to first, double play. So the damage is minimized, but the Cubs get 2 here in the 5th. 2 runs scored, 4 hits, 2 men left on base. We go to the bottom of the 5th. It's Chaska 2, Chanhassen nothing. Welcome back to Storm Redbird Stadium. Redbirds trailing the Cubs 2-0 here in the bottom of the 5th. And Aaron Path will lead things off for Chanhassen. Pete Onsorg out to start his 5th inning of work. First pitch to Path, fouled back, 0-1. Redbirds have had opportunities tonight on a number of errors committed by the Cubs, but haven't been able to scratch a run across quite yet. One ball, 1 strike now on Aaron Path. And the pitch from Onsorg. Swung on, center field, base hit. Got past a lunging Casey Garvin there at second base. And leadoff runner aboard here for the Redbirds in the 5th. Back to the top of the order. And Nick Smith. Chanhassen's been able to get him on, but need to get him across here now. Paff, the leadoff runner, aboard at first. Nobody out. Nick Smith, the batter. First pitch to him. Called strike on the outside corner, 0-1. Throw over to first, and Paff dives back in time. Smith is 0 for 2 tonight. He grounded out to second base and reached on an error in the third. Paff gets his lead at first. And here's the pitch. Swung on left center field, giving chase back there. And runs out of room, Nick Smith. 2-run homer to left. And just like that, we're tied. He got all of that one and a little bit of wind as well. Pushed it over, and the Redbirds have tied it at 2 here in the 5th.
Next up for Chanhassen, the batter is Brandon Arnold.
Brandon Arnold, the batter now. First pitch to him, fouled off third base side. 0-1. That was Nick Smith's 5th home run of the year. 0-1 to Arnold, low and outside, 1 ball, 1 strike. One pitch, swung on, foul tip, 1-2 now. So the Cubs get 2 in the top of the 5th, and the Redbirds answer with 2 here in the bottom of the 5th inning. Nobody out, nobody on. Brandon Arnold, the batter, fouls that one back. Here's the 1-2 pitch. Swung on and missed, and Arnold goes down on strikes. Third strikeout of the night for Pete Onsorg. And the batter will be Michael Jurgella with 1 out here in the 5th.
Third baseman, Michael Jurgella.
First pitch to Jurgella, called strike on the inside corner, 0-1. Onsorg ready, and the 0-1 pitch. That one's low and away. A ball and a strike now. Oh for 2 on the night for Jurgella thus far. Inside, 2 balls and a strike. Other action in River Valley League East playoffs. Prior Lake leads Shakopee 5-0 in the 4th. Called strike. 2 balls, 2 strikes now. And Victoria leading Burnsville 6-1 in the 4th inning over in Victoria. 2-2 pitch, lifted in the air, right field. Kanakis under it and makes the catch. So Jurgella retired on the fly ball to right, and there's 2 outs in the bottom of the 5th. And the batter will be Ben Lavorsi.
Next up, the catcher, Ben Lavorsi.
Lavorsi 0 for 2, ground out to short and reached on an error. He bats with 2 outs and nobody on here in the 5th. Pitch to him on the ground to short. Wirtz fields, long throw off the mark at first base. And heading over to second is Lavorsi. So with 2 outs here in the 5th, another error by the Cubs. And Lavorsi is in scoring position now.
Pitch running
Got the Weenie Wagon food truck out here at the park tonight. Their famous quarter-pound Chicago dog. Jackson Goplin, the batter for Chanhassen. Runner on second, 2 outs. First pitch to him, inside, 1-0. Lavorsi, the runner out at second base. 2 runs in here in the 5th off the Nick Smith home run. And the 1-0 pitch. Fouled down the third base line, 1-1 now. A ball and a strike to Jackson Goplin. Onsorg ready. In there, called strike. 1 ball, 2 strikes now. Goplin 0 for 2 tonight. And the 1-2. That one misses high. 2 balls, 2 strikes. He'd love to drive in Lavorsi from second with 2 outs here in the inning. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, the pitch. Foul third base side. And the count remains 2-2. Lavorsi with his lead from second. Pitch swung on and missed. And Goplin goes down on strikes. And the Redbirds are retired here in the 5th. But they get 2 runs, 2 hits, 1 man left. We head to the top of the 6th inning. It's Chaska 2, Chanhassen 2. Welcome back to Storm Redbird Stadium, top of the 6th inning. Tie game, 2-2 between the Cubs and the Redbirds. Tyler Polster leads off for Chaska. First pitch to him, swung on and missed, 0-1. The 0-1 pitch is low, 1 ball, 1 strike now. Cubs got 2 in the top of the 5th. And Chanhassen answered with 2 of their own in the bottom of the 5th. Here's the 1-1. Strike. 1 ball, 2 strikes now. Polster 1 for 2 tonight. Here's the 1-2 pitch to him. Fouled off. Third base side. And the count remains 1-2. Bases empty, nobody out. Top of the 6th inning. Straka ready. And 1-2 pitch inside, 2 balls, 2 strikes. Two pitch is check swing fouled back, and the count remains 2-2. Polster grounded out to second in the first and singled in the fourth. 2-2 pitch in the air, center field, and that drops down for a hit. And Polster aboard with a leadoff single for the Cubs here in the 6th inning. So runner aboard at first and nobody out. And the batter will be Steve Eldefson.
Next up, Steve Edlifson.
Eldefson 0 for 2 tonight, a fly out and a ground out. Polster, the runner at first. First pitch swung on, foul tip, 0-1. Here comes the 0-1 from Straka. That one on the ground to second. Klepner to short, over to first, and a double play. So nice double play, 4-6-3. And there's quickly 2 outs here in the top of the 6th.
The batter's right fielder, J.T. Kanakis.
That'll bring up J.T. Kanakis now for Chaska. He got the scoring started in this game with a double back in the 5th to lead things off. Came around and scored. First pitch to him. Swung on and missed, 0-1. So Kanakis 1 for 2 tonight. A ground out and a double. Bats with nobody on, 2 outs here in the 6th. Here's the 0-1. Swung on and missed. No balls, 2 strikes now. Straka readies quickly, and the 0-2. That one's fouled back and out of play. No balls, 2 strikes. (0-2) also fouled back, and the count remains 0-2. Riley Swinson would be up next. Straka ready, and here he comes. That one on the ground, fielded, throw to first. Nice stretch by Melky, and the Cubs are retired here in the top of the 6th inning. No runs, they get a hit, nobody left. 5.5 complete. Tie game, 2-2. Welcome back. Bottom of the sixth inning. River Valley League East playoffs. Tie game 2-2 between Chaska and Chanhassen. And Aaron Klepner leads off for Chanhassen here in the sixth. First pitch to him, breaking ball in there, called strike, 0-1. Onsorg and Straka going head-to-head here in a nice pitcher's duel. That one misses. 1 ball, 1 strike now. Klepner's 0 for 2. He popped out to second both times up. Another breaking ball strike. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Klepner fouls that one off, and the count remains 1-2. Tie game, we're in the sixth. Misses outside, 2 balls, 2 strikes now. It'll be Klepner, Melke, and Deers here in the bottom half of the sixth inning for Chanhassen. 2 balls and 2 strikes on him, and Onsorg delivers. This one lined to shortstop, gloved by Griff Wirtz, and Klepner's retired for the first out of the inning. Well hit ball. Wirtz didn't have to leap too high, but did have to leave the ground slightly to grab that one. And 1 out here in the sixth. Brings up Andrew Melke. First pitch to him, a ball inside. Melke's 0 for 2. He reached on an error and reached on a fielder's choice. 1-0 pitch to him. Outside, 2-0. .2-0 pitch in there, called strike, 2-1. And that pitch misses inside. 3 balls and a strike on Melke. Neither pitchers walked a batter tonight. Here's the 3-1. Swung on left field and deep. That one is over the left field fence, and a solo shot by Andrew Melke here in the bottom of the sixth inning gives the Redbirds a 3-2 lead. Well hit ball by Andrew Melke. 370-foot home run to left for Melke, and it's 3-2 Chanhassen. That'll bring up Ryan Deers now. He bats with 1 out here in the sixth. Base is empty now. This one's hit to center and deep. And over the head of the center fielder out there, Mike Eldefson, and Ryan Deers is aboard with a 1-out double. So the Redbirds bats coming alive here in the fifth and the sixth inning. Nick Smith with his 2-run blast back in the fifth. Andrew Melke with a solo shot here in the sixth. And now a 1-out double by Ryan Deers. And the batter will be Aaron Paff. So Paff bats with 1 out and a runner on at second base. First pitch, outside, a ball, 1-0. Paff's 1 for 2. Singleton scored last inning. .1-0 pitch on the ground to short. Long throw over to first. Stretch, and they get the out at first base. It was a close one, but Griff Wirtz fielded it. Long throw. Nice stretch by Tyler Polster, and Paff is retired. So 2 outs here in the sixth inning now. Ryan Deers, the runner, moves over to third. And back to the top of the order, here's Nick Smith. As I mentioned, he had a 2-run homer last inning. First pitch to Smith, misses outside, 1-0. Ball and no strikes. That's outside, 2-0 now. Two balls, no strikes to Nick Smith. Here comes Onsorg. Strike on the outside corner, 2-1. Two outs, runner at third. There's a 2-1 pitch. That's fouled off. 2 balls and 2 strikes now. And the 2-2 pitch outside, 3-2. Full count now to Nick Smith. Deers the runner out at third. 2 outs here in the bottom of the 6th. And the 3-2 pitch in there, called strike. And the Redbirds are retired in the 6th, but not before they get one back. Solo shot by Andrew Malky. They get a run, 2 hits, 1 man left. We head to the top of the 7th inning. It's 3-2 Redbirds. Welcome back to Storm Redbird Stadium. We head to the top of the 7th inning. Chanhassen leading now 3-2. And Riley Swinson leads things off for Chaska here in the top of the 7th. It'll be Swinson, Bourne, and Garvin due up for the Cubs. First pitch from Straka, outside a ball, 1-0. Cubs with 2 runs in the top of the 5th. Chanhassen answered with 2 in the bottom of the 5th. And then add another one in the 6th. This one, base hit, left field. And Swinson's aboard here to lead off the 7th for the Cubs. His 2nd single of the night. And the Cubs have their leadoff runner aboard. Brings up Mac Bourne now. Bourne is 2 for 2 tonight. He singled in both times at the plate. Swinson, the runner at first. Straka ready and deals. In the air, center field. Going back, Nick Smith, he's got it, and one away here in the 7th. So deep fly ball to center field, and Swinson retreats to first. And the batter will be Casey Garvin now. Garvin batting with 1 out and 1 on here in the top of the 7th inning. Calls time and steps out. Garvin 1 for 2 tonight. Fly ball out and a single in the 5th. Swinson the runner at first, and Garvin steps out again as he felt like Straka's taken too long. And he digs back in now. And the first pitch to Garvin, called strike, 0-1. Oh, 1 pitch, swung on and missed. 0-2 now. Big swing by Garvin. Swinson led off the inning with a single. Mackborn flew out to center. So 1 out, runner aboard at first. And here's the 0-2 pitch. There goes Swinson. This one is popped over into foul territory. Georgella gives it a look, but that one is out of play. And the count will remain 0-2. Good crowd on hand. Had to shut the gates actually tonight because the Storm Redbird Stadium is only operating at partial capacity. That pitch misses inside 1-2. So a ball and 2 strikes to Casey Garvin. And the 1-2 pitch from Straka on the ground. Diving stop. And they've got him in a rundown over at third. Swinson heading into third, tagged out there. So heads up play. And it appears as though Garvin maybe hobbled a little bit over on first base as he tumbled into first base. But heads up play over there at second base by Aaron Klepner. He made the play deep in the hole and knew he didn't have a chance at first. So he fired over to second base, had Swinson between second and third, and they recorded the out at third base. So 2 outs now with a runner at first base. And Casey Garvin trying to walk it off over there in foul territory just to the right of first base. The batter is going to be Griff Wirtz. And they'll send a pinch runner in for Casey Garvin. Pinch runner will be Brad Worm. So 2 outs, runner aboard at first, and Griff Wirtz the batter. We're in the top of the 7th, 3-2 Redbirds. First pitch to Wirtz, fouled back, 0-1. Swinson led off the inning with a single. Mac Bourne flew out to center. Garvin singled deep in the hole at second base, but Klepner made a great play and threw Swinson out at third. No balls and a strike here to Griff Wirtz. That one misses a little bit inside, 1-1. Wirtz is 0 for 2. Grounded into a double play in the third. Reached on a fielder's choice in the fifth. Pitch to him, that misses outside. 2 balls and a strike now. Two outs, runner aboard at first. And the 2-1 from Straka, fouled back, 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Great night for a ball game. It's cooling off a little bit, a little breeze. Two balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Straka ready and fires. This one on the ground to short. Arnold tosses over to Klepner at second to record the out. And the side is retired. No runs. A couple of hits. 1 man left. Going to the bottom of the 7th inning. 3-2 Chanhassen.
Defensively for Chaska, I believe Brad Worm stayed in the game, now playing second base for Casey Garvin, and the batter is Brandon Arnold.
Welcome back, bottom of inning number 7. And Brandon Arnold leads things off for the Redbirds. It'll be Arnold, Jurgella, and Lavorsi. First pitch to him, hit in the air, center field. Edlifson giving run, and he's not going to get there. Arnold on his way to second base, and he's in with a leadoff stand-up double for the Redbirds here in the 7th. Edlifson's been busy out there in center field the last few innings. Brad Worm stays in the game at second base for Chaska. Subbing in for Casey Garvin, who was shook up on that play at first last inning. And here's Michael Jurgella now. Nobody out and a man on second base. First pitch to him is inside, a ball, 1-0. Pitch, popped up, third base side. Steve Edlifson calling for it and makes the out. on the fly out to third. So Gergella goes down. First out of the inning, and the batter will be Ben Lavorsi now.
Next up, Ben Lavorsi.
Arnold, the runner at second. Lavorsi's been on base twice tonight, reached on errors on 2 different occasions. Arnold, the runner at second. First pitch, outside, a ball, 1-0. And the 1-0 pitch. A little bit low and inside. 2 balls, no strikes to Lavorsi. He bats with a runner in scoring position here and 1 out in the 7th. Pitch on the ground, second base. Worm fields and throws Lavorsi out at first, and there's 2 outs. Brandon Arnold moves over to third base. So the Redbirds with a runner 90 feet away with 2 outs. And Jackson Goplin comes to the plate. Goplin's 0 for 3 tonight, couple of strikeouts. Reached on an error. First pitch to him, outside, a ball, 1-0. Redbirds would love to add a run here in the 7th. He's 90 feet away. 2 outs, the pitch. This one, left field, base hit. That one's going to get to the wall. And heading for second is Jackson Goplin. He'll be in there standing up. Brandon Arnold comes in to score. And a 2-out RBI double for Jackson Goplin. And the Redbirds lead 4-2. Nice 2-out single there by Jackson Goplin. And the Cubs will have a conference on the mound here. See how Pete Onsorg's feeling. And they're going to leave him out there. He's pitched well tonight. Winner of this game plays next Thursday, opponent to be determined. And the loser in tonight's game will play Tuesday night, also opponent to be determined. Here's Aaron Klepner now. First pitch to him, in the air to left field. That's going to get over the head of the left fielder, and coming in to score is Goplin. Klepner heading to second. He's in there sliding. So that one over the head of Mac Bourne and left, and the Redbirds with back-to-back RBIs here, 2 outs in the 7th. And it's 5-2 Chanhassen. And that'll do it for Pete Onsorg. As the Cubs will bring in a relief pitcher here, we'll take a quick break. We're in the bottom of the 7th inning. 2 outs. Runner aboard at second base. 5-2 Chanhassen. Welcome back to Storm Redbird Stadium, bottom of the 7th. Want to give a shout out to the Weenie Wagon, the food truck that was here tonight, gourmet street food and catering. Fantastic hot dogs. They had their quarter-pound Chicago-style hot dog. You can follow them on Instagram and Facebook, the Weenie Wagon MN. And it wasn't just hot dogs, they had burgers too. Good stuff. Andrew Melke, the batter. First pitch to him is a strike. New pitcher for the Cubs, Ryan Rodriguez, comes in to relief Pete Onsorg. And Andrew Melke batting with a runner out at second base. No balls and a strike. That pitch is in there, 0-2 now. Melke homered last inning. First home run of the season for him, a solo shot to left. 0-2 pitch to him. This one popped up foul. It'll get out of play. And the count remains no balls, 2 strikes. Klepner, the runner out at second base. 2 runs in so far in the inning for the Redbirds. And the 0-2 pitch inside, 1-2. Klepner holds, gets back to second base. 2 runs for the Cubs in the 5th. Redbirds answered in the bottom of the 5th with 2 of their own, and then added 1 in the 6th and 2 more here in the 7th so far. 1 ball, 2 strikes. This one down the left field line and hooking foul. So the count remains 1-2. Pete Onsorg leaves with 2 outs here in the 7th inning. But he went 6 2/3 strong innings. That pitch misses high. 2 balls and 2 strikes now on Melke. Klepner leading from second. And the 2-2 pitch. This one popped up on the infield. Polster calls for it, makes the catch. And the Redbirds are done here in the 7th, but they get 2 runs on 3 hits, 1 man left. 7 complete. Chanhassen 5, Chaska 2. Welcome back. We head to the top of the 8th inning. And Mike Edlifson leads things off here for Chaska in the top of the 8th. First pitch swung on and missed. 0-1. New pitcher on the mound for the Redbirds. Miles Nablo in relief of John Straka. 0-1 pitch, fouled off. No balls, 2 strikes now. Great night on the mound for Straka. He went 7 innings, 8 hits, 2 runs, both earned, struck out 3, did not walk a batter. And 0-2 pitch, called strike 3, and Edlifson is down on strikes. First out here in the 8th.
Next up, Justin Johnson.
Nablo on in relief, making his 7th appearance of the year. 0.00 earned run average in 11 2/3 innings pitched. Justin Johnson, the batter, first pitch to him is a called strike, 0-1. Pitch on the ground, foul, caught the umpire in the leg, and the count goes to 0-2 now. Johnson is 0 for 3 tonight. Grounded out in the first, popped out to the catcher in the 4th, and grounded into a double play in the 5th. This one in the air, shallow center field. Smith coming in, Klepner going out, and Klepner makes the catch. All the way from second base. Heck of a play there. Second out here in the inning. That was shallow center field, but Klepner ran a long way to get that one. So 2 outs, nobody on here in the top of the 8th inning, and Tyler Polster, the batter. Polster's got a couple of hits tonight, 2 for 3. Nablo ready and deals. Strike on the outside corner, 0-1. Two outs, nobody on. This one in the air, left center field. Back and making the catch, Aaron Paff out there near the warning track. And the Cubs are retired, 3 up, 3 down. We head to the bottom of the 8th. Chanhassen 5, Chaska 2. Welcome back. Bottom of inning number 8. Derek Smith in to pinch hit for Ryan Deers. First pitch to him, misses, ball, 1 ball, no strikes. Ryan Rodriguez on the mound for Chaska. He took over for Pete Onsorg in the 7th. And the 1-0 pitch, called strike, 1 ball, 1 strike now to Derek Smith. One misses low, 2 balls and a strike now. Derek Smith, a .359 hitter on the season. And he laces a single into right field. And Smith will be aboard here in the bottom of the 8th inning. Here's Aaron Paff now. Paff will bat with a runner aboard at first and nobody out here in the 8th. He's 1 for 3 tonight. Singled and scored in the 5th. First pitch to Paff is outside. 1 ball, no strikes. And the 1-0 pitch. Low. Throw down to first base. Smith is back in time. Ball and a strike here on Paff. Smith with a short lead at first against the lefty. Here comes Rodriguez. Swung on and missed. And 1 ball, 2 strikes now. Nobody out, we're in the 8th. Throw over to first. Smith is back in time. Ball and 2 strikes. Paff fouls it back. And the count remains 1-2. Smith led off the inning with a single to right. He's the runner over at first. Here's the 1-2 to Paff. Fouled back again. And the count remains 1-2. Nick Smith waiting on deck. Throw over to first. And they got him that time. So Derek Smith, after a couple of pickoff attempts, finally gets caught leaning off of first base. So 1 out, and the base is empty now. Still a ball and 2 strikes to Aaron Paff. Nice move by Ryan Rodriguez to pick off Derek Smith at first base. Here's the 1-2. Inside, 2 balls, 2 strikes. One out, nobody on. 2-2 pitch, fouled back. And we'll do it again. Here comes Rodriguez. This one fouled out of play again. Paff battling away with Rodriguez. $250 on hand here tonight. That's the maximum capacity with these limited, with the restrictions in place. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Swung on and missed. And Rodriguez gets Paff for the 2nd out of the inning. And that'll bring up Nick Smith back to the top of the order for Chanhassen. 1 for 4 tonight, and the 1 was a big one. Big 2-run blast to the opposite field. First pitch to him, outside, 1-0. That tied the game in the 5th. That was a 2-run shot. Redbirds were trailing 2-0 at the time. Here's a 1-0 pitch to him. That's high. 2 balls, no strikes. 2 balls, no strikes. Pitch swung on and missed. It's 2-1 now. Two outs, bottom of the 8th. Rodriguez ready and delivers. This one looped into left field, but over there to make the catch is Mac Bourne, and the Redbirds are done here in the 8th. So we head to the 9th. Chanhassen 5, Chaska 2. Welcome back. We head to the top of the 9th. Chanhassen leading 5-2, and Steve Edlifson will lead things off for Chaska here. First pitch to him in the air, left field, Paff over and makes the catch. So quickly 1 up, 1 down here in the top of the 9th. Miles Nablo on the mound for Chanhassen, starting his second inning of work. And the batter will be J.T. Kanakis now for Chaska. He's 1 for 3 tonight, doubled and scored in the 5th. Nablo's ready, and the first pitch to Kanakis swung on and missed, 0-1. 1 out, nobody on, top of the 9th. Here comes the 0-1 pitch, swung on and missed, 0-2. So no balls, 2 strikes to Kanakis, and here comes Nablo. That one's low and inside, 1-2. Once again, the winner of this game tonight will play next Thursday night, and the loser of tonight's game will play Tuesday night. Both opponents to be determined. Here's the 1-2. This one in the air, center field. Smith on the run, can't get there. It's over his head, and it'll roll to the wall. Kanakis on his way into second with a stand-up double. And the Cubs have a runner aboard in scoring position here with 1 out in the top of the 9th. That's Kanakis' second double of the night. And the batter will be Riley Swinson. So Kanakis, the runner out at second base, and Swinson at the plate. First pitch is low, 1-0. Swinson is 2 for 3 tonight. He singled twice, scored a run in the 5th. 1-0 pitch to him inside, 2 balls, no strikes now. Mac Bourne waits on deck. And Nablo wants to have a quick chat with Lavorsi. Get the signs straight here. 1 out, top of the 9th. Runner out at second base for the Cubs. Swinson steps back in there. Nablo gets his sign from Lavorsi. And the 2-0 pitch. This one popped up left side towards the line. And that is a fair ball. It drops fair. And it'll put runners at the corners now. That was right on the left field line there. Kanakis had to kind of hold up at second base in case either Gergella or Paff made the catch in fair or foul territory, but it dropped in fair territory, and he quickly hurried over to third. So runners at the corners now for the Cubs, and it'll bring the tying run to the plate in Mac Bourne. Kanakis, the runner at third, Swinson, the runner at first. Bourne's 2 for 3 tonight. First pitch to him in there, called strike, 0-1. Bourne singled in the third, had an RBI single in the 5th, and flew out to center field in the 7th inning. First and third, 1 out. The 0-1 pitch. That one's low, 1 ball, 1 strike. Runners get their leads at the corners. And the 1-1 pitch to Bourne, high, 2-1. Kanakis 90 feet away. Swinson over at first. 2-1 pitch. Swung on and missed. 2 balls, 2 strikes now. So the count even now at 2-2. 1 out and runners at the corners. Pitch swung on and missed, and Bourne goes down on strikes. Big strikeout for Miles Nablo. And there are 2 outs here in the 9th. And the batter will be Brad Worm. This is his first plate appearance of the night. He took over for Casey Garvin after an injury at first. And he bats with runners at the corners and 2 outs here in the 9th. First pitch, called strike, and nice throw down to first by Lavorsi, but Swinson got back in time. So the count's 0-1 on Worm. Kanakis at third, Swinson at first. Pitch hit on the ground. Short, Brandon Arnold. He will run over and get the force out at second base. And this ball game is over. So a little bit of a scare there in the top of the 9th inning, but the Redbirds get out of it, and they will advance to round 4, the championship round, next Thursday night, as they defeat the Chaska Cubs 5-2. And really a great game all around. Competitive game, back and forth. Great pitching performances from both sides. John Straka gets the win. Pete Onsorg the loss. Miles Nablo picks up the save. And the Redbirds win 5-2. They'll play next Thursday night. And we'll have that for you here on the Chanhassen Redbirds YouTube channel. Once again, your final from Storm Redbird Stadium, Chanhassen 5, Chaska 2 for Ryan Sammons. This is Matt Sammons. Thanks for joining us, everybody, and have a very good rest of your evening.